How's everyone doing? Welcome to Planning Together, where every week I invite a friend on to share with us how they are organizing their life and their heart. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Darian, and it's so nice to meet you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on future guests and future videos. And y'all, I'm so excited to sit down with, I consider her like the planner guru herself, Amanda from Amanda Favorites, who has probably reviewed every single last planner on the market. And so I'm so excited to sit down and chat with her. Amanda resides in North Texas with her 2 boys and husband of 22 years. She is a former teacher turned stay-at-home mom who is loving showcasing all the planner options out there for us, y'all. And she shares her love of planning through her YouTube channel, Amanda Favorites, and also on Instagram. Y'all, can you please go ahead and light up those comments and just give me a big round of applause if you're at home and help me welcome Amanda to Planning Together.
Hey, Darian.
Hi. How's it going?
Good.
I'm so glad you're here. How's your day going?
It was a good day. I mean, I was thinking about this all day long.
Well, let me be the first to tell you, you look great. Your hair is beautiful. Like, I love the jean jacket, striped shirt. I'm just here for it all. You look gorgeous.
And I've got sweatpants on the bottom.
So. Listen, I got on sweatpants too. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm in my sweatpants, like, and not just like any sweatpants, but you know, those really baggy ones, like that just, I call them my fat pants, honestly. Like, that's what I'm in. So just living my life.
I mean, I don't wear tight sweatpants. So I mean, like my home sweatpants are like, they're comfy, they're baggy, and yes.
Yes. Y'all in the comments, let us know how you doing. If you're in your sweatpants, welcome. We are all for that. And so, Amanda, every week we like to get started with a little bit of a planner game. And so I just want us to get started. We know that you review a lot of planners, but a lot of questions, when I asked people like what questions they had for you, they were very interested in what you liked and what you were using. And so I'm very curious to know. We call this the this or that game. And I want to know, are you a weekly or a daily planner?
I have to say weekly, because for daily right now, I'm just using a notepad or a little spiral that I love. Ooh. So it's not really a planner. So it's a notebook.
Okay. Now, do you prefer vertical or horizontal?
Vertical.
Okay. If you had to go pick up planner supplies, would you go to Target or Michael's?
Oh, Target.
Do you prefer a colorful or a neutral layout?
Colorful.
Do you like multicolor pens or multicolor highlighters?
Highlighters.
Yes. Decorative or functional?
Definitely more functional.
When you plan, do you like to plan at your desk or on a couch?
Desk.
Okay. Do you prefer coil or bound?
Coil.
Now, would you have to choose stickers or washi?
I don't know. I almost can't. I guess stickers.
Stickers. Okay. Are you a one planner or a multi-planner?
Definitely multiple planners.
Okay. Blue ink or black ink?
Black.
Okay. Rings or discs?
Discs.
Okay. And then I want to know, do you prefer a sticker book or a sticker kit?
You know, I don't use like a whole kit on a page if I had like a kit, but I mean, I do like some sticker kits. So maybe I'd say sticker book.
Okay. And my last question for you is, do you prefer a planner caddy or a planner cart?
Cart.
Okay. I have learned, so you said, I think the one that you were like, oh, was the stickers and washi. Like, do you find that you use a lot more washi than you do stickers or vice versa?
You know, in my Planner Perfect Traveler's notebooks where I journal, I use a lot of both. That's why I was like, because like every page has washi and a sticker or two in there.
Yeah.
But then in my planner, like just a few stickers.
Okay. Okay. So let's dive into your planners, and y'all in the comments, can you let me know, do you prefer stickers or washi? Like, I find myself not preferring my washi as much anymore because sticker kits that I have now have washi strips. And so I find myself using like the sticker washi strips more so than I'm using of the actual like washi. So, I'm
That's
always curious. So, Amanda, when it comes to your planners, before we dive into just all the other planners, I want to know what planners are you using this year for your 2021 lineup?
okay. I will show you guys, and then I have to plug a YouTube video that I have. I have my 2021 planner stack video up on my YouTube channel, and I do quarterly planning updates. So at the end of every quarter, I show them like what I'm still in, what I'm still using, so you can follow me through the whole year and see like what I'm actually using. But I switched out of my Erin Condren Weekly that I've been in for 3 years to a Golden Coil Weekly in January, and I'm still in it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm
What's
still
the cover? What cover did I'm so nosy. I'm like, what cover did you pick?
So this is my Golden Coil Weekly cover
Okay.
that I picked. And so I'm still in it. That's why I said, I don't know, because I'm using my Erin Condren for memory keeping now because I just couldn't really let go because I had stickered it through the end of the academic year. So I'm using that. I'm using a Becky Higgins. They're called Simple Notebooks, and they are my favorite little notebooks. And if you just Google Becky Higgins, you'll find her website and her little notebooks. Her covers, she won't have this cover anymore because the covers go on a limited run. And then they never come back. But these little notebooks are just light gray lines that I like that. And this is my daily right now and has been since November. So it is just like chock full. Every day looks like that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to come back to that. Okay.
Okay. And then my content planner is another Golden Coil.
That cover.
That artist cover. Isn't it beautiful? That's an artist cover.
Oh, pretty.
This was the winner of their contest from this last year. And they're running their cover contest right now. So if you're an artist, go make a cover for Golden Coil. They're running
a cover. If you're an artist, do it.
Yes. So that's my content planner, and I'm actually loving it because I designed it like exactly as I needed it to be. And then I'm using my Planner Perfect Traveler's Notebooks just for journaling. So that is like my journal. And that's it.
Okay. So now
I use a couple other journals, like 5-year journals and stuff. That's all in my 2021 stack video, but those are like in my bedroom, so I don't have those specifically right here because I write in those at night. So
I'm like my all the synapses in my brain are going off like, what? Okay, so when it comes to your daily using a notebook, how do you lay out? Do you just write a to-do list for the day? Do you like break it apart?
Okay, so that's the thing I love about it. I've used a daily planner for a long time. I used like Simplified Daily for like 4 years straight. I've tried a Golden Coil daily, and then I have all the other dailies to play in. Like I've been in every daily for a certain amount of time. All of them, because I have them. So I've tried them. But the thing is, and I've used an Erin Condren notebook for this too. For a daily, just lately, I've just wanted a notebook because I can make my list however I want. So some days, like if I have a timed appointment, then that goes at the top of my day and it's kind of like highlighted. So I see my appointment. Like today, it says Darian plans at 6:30 p.m. because we were getting on early, and get ready at 5:30 p.m. And then there's just the rest of my day's notes. But that is my top, like big, like do not forget. And usually I mark off everything with a big black Erin Condren dual tip marker because I have to see it. Like I'm so visual, I must see it out of my brain. Like I have to see it gone. So I can see what comes next. Sometimes I'll highlight. So it's whatever I need for the day. Sometimes I'll put this day has 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top. So I really need to get 4 things done and the rest was just extras. So every day, I would say no day looks the same. It's kind of like whatever I need for that day. And I don't fill it out like ahead of time, like until like the day before, because too many things change. So then I can go and look in the previous days. And sometimes I'll put like a weekly list in here and I mark it with a tab so I can go back and look like at a big list. And I just love these notebooks because the paper is perfect for me, the light lines. I don't know. I'm not an affiliate for Becky Higgins. I make no money off her. I don't have a discount code. So, I mean, that just tells you how much I love the notebooks. I told my sister, it's kind of funny because there's a lot of notebooks, I can get with my referral credits,
Uh-huh.
and I have a pile of notebooks, from all different places, but like I go and spend my own money and buy these, and that is how much I like them.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my goodness. But I just love the simplicity. You're like, I just use a notebook and this is how I do it. Cause I feel like sometimes we get so caught up on like, gotta have the stickers and I gotta have this planner and this and that. And it's like, you just need a piece of paper and a pen and you just need a space to write down what you gotta do and where you gotta be. Like, and that is like planning at its simplest form. And honestly, probably at some of its most productivity, when it's just pen to paper.
no, I agree. And that way, if my daily list gets really messy and I'm like, I can't work off this, I mean, obviously I can work with mess, y'all. But if it gets thin, I mean, I just go to the next page. Like I can even have 2 pages for a day. Start a new list midday if I want to.
Yes.
There's no rules, there's no date, and you don't have to feel bad because they're cheap but really amazing little notebooks. So,
Yes.
I mean, I think they're like, I can't remember, $9. So
Oh, I love that. Okay. And so y'all with us, they're like, yes, we are with y'all. Okay. Yes, planning it simple. You know what? I think you need to come on and help me co-host because this was my question for Amanda. She says, I'd really love to know how Amanda got her starting reviewing different planners. Did you just start contacting different companies? Amanda, I would love to know how you start like your startup story. So for y'all to not know, Amanda has an amazing YouTube channel called Amanda's Favorites where she literally reviews planners. And so can you tell us a little bit about how you got started with that?
yeah. Well, when I started my channel, I didn't know I was going to be reviewing planners. I was just kind of, if you really want to know from the beginning, a couple of my friends on my just friends and family Instagram account, which is really small. One day I showed them a picture of like 3 planners on my desk. And I was like, I just love my planners and I use them all for different purposes, and I mean, I literally have like 30 people or something, like very close people following me on that account. So I never had a big account. I didn't even know there were planner accounts. I didn't even follow any planner accounts until I started all this. So I had no idea. I posted that and like 3 of my friends were like, you use more than one planner? And they're like, okay, I need to know about, like, I didn't know this about you. I guess it was, it was not something I talked about a lot. And they're like, please, tell me what planners you're using and like how you use them. And I was thinking, okay, well, like 3 friends want to know this and I can't like type up this big long email about like how I use this plan. Obviously I was passionate about them, so I'm like, I want to tell them everything. So I told them, I ended up, I made a video and then I was like, what's the easiest way for them to see it? I put it on our family YouTube channel, of which all the videos were private, but I made this video public just so they could just come and easily see it. And it started getting other hits. And I'm like, oh, people want to see like a video about planners. And those first videos are not on my channel. Unfortunately, you can't go back and see like my first videos because I accidentally showed in my planners back then, I wrote my name, my address, on the front page, your phone number. Like I wasn't, aware of that. And I showed that in my first videos, like many of them, like the first 20 videos I had to take down because I had no idea about all that. And so when I started getting just, some followers, I was like, oh, well, like, wait, my stuff is all out here. I'm going to have to take all these videos. Oh, no. So that's one thing to learn. Now I never write that in my planners ever so that I don't ever have to worry about accidentally showing it. And then, so anyway, I took those down and then somehow I just started showing my planners. Well, then, like when I would get a new planner, I don't really remember like the first company I reached out to, the very first one, but I can remember the first like bigger one that I reached out to was Get to Workbook. And I reached out to her and I just asked her, I had like a form letter I kind of made up. And I said, I review planners, I would love to review your planner. And Elise was the first bigger that I remember. Like I was so excited. She was so sweet. She just said yes with like, nothing else, not saying, where are you going to show this? Am I going to get a YouTube video? Like nothing. She was just like, yes. Like I am always so grateful to her because I remember that. And so I did a video for Get to Workbook. And then I'm like, well, maybe if she'll send me one, other companies will, And so I just started to write to smaller companies and get planners to review. And And that's how it started. So, I mean, if you want to start, just, start writing to smaller companies. Many of them would love, to send you a planner to get a free review. So.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now my brain is good. I have so many questions. Okay. So someone had also asked this earlier and I don't want to forget their question. Someone had asked pretty much like, what do you do with all the planners that you review? Like after you review them, what do you do with them?
Yeah, that's a big question. I get a lot. So I have a whole bunch of shelves in my office. I keep them categorized for like the whole year that they're in date. Because you guys know I do like my top 5 daily, my top 5 weekly, my top 5 goal planners. And so not only for those videos, but also I do comparison videos. And then on Instagram, I'll sometimes show different things, comparing, people ask questions. I have to have the planner to measure how big a line is. And, so I need the planner for the year that it's in date. So I keep it for the year it's in date, and they're all divided by like daily bound, daily coiled, weekly bound, weekly coiled. So I can like easily find stuff. And then after they're out of date, I know no one wants to hear this. Cover your ears, y'all. But most of them get thrown out when they're out of date. I have to make room in my shelves. They're out of date. And so they go thrown out. Now, when I have extra planners that are like duplicates or something, my friends, mainly like friends at church and stuff and who live near me, they get those like duplicate type of things. But mainly just, my shelves are chock full.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So now I want to know as a planner connoisseur, like with all of the planners that you reviewed, can I ask you, which ones have, I guess there's so many questions I want to ask. What have you noticed being the biggest difference between all the planners that you review? And then what has probably been the commonality that you've seen throughout all the planners that you have been reviewing? Sorry, that was a loaded question. Even as I said it, I was like, Darian, this is a loaded.
Okay, let's see. The biggest difference in all the planners. I would say there's like different tiers so that, I definitely like with quality of the planner would say, there's planners that I would put like in the top tier.
Okay.
Quality wise, there's probably a middle tier and then a bottom tier. So
Okay.
that's probably how like in my mind, I kind of think of them.
Okay.
And that's how I probably think they should be priced, but they're not always priced like that.
Okay.
And then you said, wait, what's the thing they have the most in common? I would say is that they all want to help you live a better life. Like, that's what they all have in common. They all want to help you live your best life. Whether that's just to help you get organized and be able to not miss your kids' sports, or whether it's to dig deep into goals and like really follow a passion or knock some big things out, so like whatever it is that you need it for, it's there to serve you.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. At the end of the day, they all just want to help you live your better life. And that's what, y'all, that's why we're here. That's why we're here tonight. We're all just trying to figure it out. Okay, see, y'all are coming with these questions. Y'all see, listen, y'all gotta come help me co-host this. So someone said, which is in your top tier? So yes, I want to know that, but in addition, kind of how would you, now I'm like, okay, what would you consider top tier, middle?
You guys probably know all that, being planner people. My favorites are actually in my top 5 daily planners, my top 5 weekly planners that I just put out for 2021, and my top 5 goal planners. Those are my top 5 plus my 5 runner-ups. And those are truly what I think are the best in their class, like the best in their class, and my personal favorites.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of a blend of what I think is the best in the class. But honestly, I don't think you could make it in that video unless you're also my personal favorite, because it's just my opinion is stuck in there it's my favorites.
Yeah.
Because how else do you judge a planner? So
yeah.
What else? I forgot what we were answering. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, my top tier. I know I will probably leave some out, so I don't really want to start naming them. But you guys know what I mean by quality of paper.
Okay.
Quality of covers, quality of rings, but also the quality in which the layout is. And if it's like a goal planning planner, the quality of that, like that it helps you and guides you. And so not only the quality of the materials, but the quality of what the actual layout is and that they give you and the guidance that they give you.
Yeah, I love that.
Do I really need to name top tier?
No, I love that. I love
Okay.
that. I feel like if we want to know the names, we can go to your videos because those are literally some of my favorite videos to watch. I'm like, ooh, what's her like top 5 weekly? And I'm like, I didn't know. Ooh, I never looked at that planner brain before. Like, that's so cool what they're doing.
And of course, that's only based on the ones that I review. That's what I say. There are probably some amazing ones that would make it in my top 5, but like they just haven't been in my hands. And it has to be a planner that's been in my hands. So
okay. So you said paper, quality of cover, quality of rings,
yes,
layout, and then like the functionality.
Yes.
Okay. I love that. I think that's a great way to judge a planner, like, and if it's going to work for you. That's really good. Okay. Jennifer asks, which planner is the best value for the price in your opinion?
Okay, this is loaded too, but guys, I'll do my best because I know you want to know if you're asking the question. I would say right now, like off the top of my head, if I had to say, Kit Life Daily and Kit Life Weekly, because they have really good paper and quality all around for the price. Like, go watch my Kit Life Planners video. For the price they have right now, I think they're still having a 20% off sale plus my $5 off. Amanda's Favorites gets you $5 off that. You can't get, like, their weekly planner is 80-pound paper, and it's something like brings it down to like $12 something. I mean, you just can't. Yeah, but then if you want to try out like an Erin Condren or something, you know, they're going to be putting their planners, because they always do, coming really soon around this time of year, like 25 or 30% off is what they usually do around this time of year. So, I mean, I always say if you've wanted to try like an Erin Condren, wait, it's going to come soon. And that's like the perfect time of year to like give it a try and see if you love the layout, if you love the paper, if you want to pay full price for it, you know? And also with Erin Condren, if you're a calendar year planner, you can always wait until like the Black Friday time and get your planner for the calendar year at 30% off then, and you have it for the entire calendar year. And I think that's a really good bargain.
Yes.
So for the quality of their planner, if you buy it at 30% off, like, I also think that's an amazing deal. So if you catch like your favorite planner at like Black Friday time for the calendar year,
Black Friday is that's like my favorite time for planner season. Like, I like to stock up on the stickers and like that is all the things. Y'all, I'm curious. I want to know how would you consider your top tier? How do you judge your planner, and how do you consider it top tier, and what things do you take into consideration? I see someone already said is for them it's paper, format, and workmanship. Yes. Yes, someone said they love your top 5 videos, love your channel. Yes.
Y'all are making me feel so good. Thank you for coming tonight and for giving questions and for being here. Thank you so much.
Yes.
It's the best. I know you probably think your community's the best, but you know.
I love it. We all think our community's
well, I mean, I'm sure we share some of our communities.
We'll say y'all are the best.
So they're all the best.
Okay, so now I'm a little bit curious for anyone who is new to planning, and I know I get this question a lot. Like, when your friends know, I don't know, my planner people in the comments and your friends who know that you're a planner, they're probably asking you like, what planner should I get? Like, where da 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 da. And most of the time I'm like, go check out this channel and look at all the different planners. And they're like, Darian, that's overwhelming, like yada, yada, yada. So what questions would you tell someone who is wanting to just take the step and buy their first planner? What questions would you recommend that they go through asking to find their right planner?
Yeah. So number 1, what do you want your planner to do for you? So you have to know what you want it to do for you.
Write this down.
You have to know if you want a daily or a weekly. I mean, maybe you're someone who needs both, like I do, because even though mine's just a spiral notebook, I consider the fact that like I need a daily, I need something for my daily list because it's long every day. So what do you need your planner to do for you? And then do you need a daily or a weekly? And then ask yourself, you know, like what format you like, vertical or horizontal. And if you don't know, then go to some of those planner sites that give you free printables. There's a lot of them. and just check on their site, print out their pages for free, try them out before you buy, try out some vertical, try out some horizontal, or just draw some out if you don't have a printer and you can't be printing them out. Just mock some up and draw them out, and figure out what works for you and your brain. And then, price range, because there is a big price range and you have to know how much you want to spend. And, that's what I say. If you know what you want it to do, like, do you want it to include your goals or do you not want your goals in it?
Mm-hmm.
Is this just for scheduling, or do you want room to journal in your planner too? Do you want one planner to serve for your weekly and your daily? You don't like having different notebooks, or are you okay with having separate spaces? Like, there's no way I could combine my content planner and my weekly planner and my daily list. I would go crazy.
Yeah.
But we all know like what we need. And sometimes I think that we don't know what we need. If you haven't used a planner before and you said people are overwhelmed, until they just buy one and start using it. And by using it, then you know what you like, what you don't like. So I hate to tell you, but I just don't think like the very first planner you go out there and buy is going to be like the planner that you just stay in for years. Like, I think that, plus I always say we're all changing, like every season of our lives, we're changing. And so the planner we need changes.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. The planner sometimes changes and the needs that we need. Okay. Well, I promise you, I'm about to get to these comments because I'm very curious about y'all tiers. But I just got to ask Amanda this. I got a few scenarios for you. Okay. I'm really excited about this because and I want you, I'm going to be the scenario. And then I want you to tell me what would be your recommendation based off of the planners that you have reviewed and experienced.
Okay.
So I am a high school student and I am balancing schoolwork, sports, my home chores, and I need something to keep me organized. What's your recommendation?
Passion planner.
Okay. Bound passion planner. Gotcha.
3 sizes, goes in a backpack so easily. In and out. It has your weekly list for homework and to-dos, plus your schedule, and you can pick from 3 sizes.
Okay. Oh, I like that. Okay. Thank you, Miss Amanda. Okay. I am graduating college and I'm entering the workforce, and I now have bills to pay, a home to take care of. I have a dog that I just got, and I'm no longer in school, and now I'm working. And I'm a little bit overwhelmed with everything that's happening. What's your recommendation?
Well, to me, it sounds like you need a daily planner. So it's kind of different what I would recommend based on a weekly and a daily. But I would say a daily planner like Day Designer or the Daily Duo from Erin Condren. It sounds like with a working schedule and everything to keep track of. Those are the first that come to mind.
Awesome. You're really great at this. Okay. I just quit my job to stay at home with my 3 children, and I am now also homeschooling them, and I'm a little overwhelmed. Can you help me figure out how I can manage homeschool and being a mom? Help, please.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me tell you, no planner is going to help with that. But having something beautiful can be inspiring. So I would say either design yourself a golden coil, because that's really fun to do, or pick a beautiful Erin Condren, because I think that can run your schedule, your kid's schedule. And or if you really want to work on some of your personal goals while also managing, the house and your kids, then Moxie Life.
Okay. Thank you so much for the recommendations. Okay. Last one. I just retired, and I'm spending time with my grandkids, but I'm just retired, and I'm still trying to live my life, and I still feel like there's work for me to do. And I just want to have a tool that helps me keep me organized, because I'm forgetting things now that I'm getting up there in my age.
I would say I'm going to recommend what my mom is using right now, because she doesn't need much room, but she's using the Simplified Weekly. So it's beautiful, compact, and just enough to record your daily tasks or appointments, And I don't feel like you need like a huge, big, bulky planner at that stage in your life.
Oh my
I need
goodness.
to start working. So
Okay, I'm like amazed at how fast you were like, oh, I know. Like, I know it. Like, this is like, yeah, this is so much fun. I love this so much. I've never done this before, Amanda. And so this is really fun. And I knew if there was one person I knew I could do this with, it would be you, someone who is familiar with a lot of different planners out there. My question for you is, what would you say would be the big determinant between someone needing a daily and someone needing a weekly?
I would say most everyone, I would more recommend to start with a weekly. Like if you've never had a planner, start with a weekly. And a daily, if you just need a daily list, I recommend a notebook. Like that is what I would always recommend to start with. I mean, I myself would have a really hard time living in just a daily without seeing a weekly view.
Mm-hmm.
That's what really helps me map out my week is going like, okay, my appointments are all in the top box, or if I have to go out of the house that day, the next box is my one must do of the day. The next box is channel work. And then the rest of the stuff can just flow all to the bottom. But that's this week. So we're not like we're only to here. We're only to Wednesday. But like I would have a really hard time if I can't like see the scope of my week and like when am I going to film this video? When am I going to edit this video? When am I going to do the other tasks for work? When do those fit in to my mom homeschool life? And so without a weekly, like I don't know how I could do that. So I always just like I say I feel like everyone needs to have a weekly view in their life. But I know everyone's different. So I never say, there's not one thing doesn't fit all, but my mind definitely needs a weekly view.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Okay. We're going to head over to these comments because there's so much going on
I
over
saw
here.
a comment I want to respond to. My friend Tara said,
yes.
What's important in like top tier planners? She said customer service. And I agree with her 100%. And I did not mention that. But Tara and I talk about that all the time. So yes. So I have to, and I know since you work for Moxie Life, I have to say Moxie Life has like top tier, amazing customer service. And I have to say, it doesn't matter how good your planner is. It does not. If you do not have good customer service, no,
Yes. So. Yes to customer service. I'm all about customer service. Like, yes. Robin had said cover art is important to her. I love to close my planners each night and wake up to a fresh closed planner to open in the morning. That just sounds so relaxing, Robin.
That is beautiful. See, maybe I'm just not doing it right because my planner is always open. I rarely see my cover. It's just on one side of the week or the other. So the edges are important. What color's edges? But so I love that. I love that you appreciate your covers.
I love it. And that makes sense because I'm also like, I know I don't be leaving my planners open because I'm afraid that it's going because I live with boys. So I'm like, it's going like, I'm gonna sit in something sticky and I see and I'm just like, oh, like yo. So I always like I never stopped to think and actually have an appreciation for my cover. I love that. Someone said portability is another question to ask. That's definitely up there in my personal criteria. Right. Yes, printable.
If your planner is sitting at home or if you really need it to go in a bag or a backpack every day, you're right. That is so important to ask yourself. That should be another one of those important questions when you're looking for a planner.
Yes. Now I'm curious, what would you say are some of your favorite portable planners?
Portable, if you want daily and weekly, all in one, the most magical book, of course, is Hobonichi Cousin.
Yes.
You can't get a more portable, have a daily and weekly pages for like all your notes. And daily pages for all your notes in one. That's the most magical portable planner.
It really is. When you think about it, and then you also get a monthly view too.
Yeah.
You get a monthly and a weekly, and then you get daily pages.
And you also get that cool yearly view at the front that you can do like habit tracking and stuff on the whole. If they could just make the Hobonichi, I would say with like better colors prettier on the pages. You know, because I've bought 2 Hobonichis before and really tried to use them.
Uh-huh.
But the paper, I just can never love the paper. I love Stalogy paper, which is just a little thicker, and I do love that.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hobonichi paper, I mean, you get used to it, but I could just never live in it for like a long, maybe over a
Yeah.
couple months.
Okay, so now I'm kind of okay. So tell me, what's the difference between the Stalogy paper and the Hobonichi paper? Because I'm like, it feels the same to me, but you would know the difference a little bit more. So I'm trying to figure
Well,
out
here's the thing, I don't know about that paper. So I'm trying to look. Let me see if I wrote on I have my paper guide here with like all my 5 million GSMs and
Yes.
Which it was in alphabetical order, but it's kind of gotten out of control now, and I haven't retyped it. But Stalogy is 52 GSM, but I also think that's what Hobonichi is. I can't find that one really quick. So that's the weird thing is I think they might be the same GSM. Somebody come on here and tell us, but Stalogy is 52 GSM. I know that.
Okay.
But I think it's just a little bit different paper. Stalogy is definitely takes the pen different and is thicker. It doesn't get quite as crinkly. You know, Hobonichi really seems like kind of like Bible paper to me.
Yeah. Oh,
And when you write on it,
yes.
it's so crinkly, which I love when it's all used. But for writing on it, you feel like you have to have a pencil board behind you. And I don't really love that. And if you don't have a pencil board, then you have big problems writing like at any point, like halfway decent. And I'm not even a picky person. So yeah, so that's my problem. But Stalogy, I'm really enjoying. I'm journaling in this year. And like, I'm loving the paper.
Me too. I'm loving the Stalogy paper. What size Stalogy are you using?
Well, I'm actually using 2. All that's in my 2021 stack video, but I'm using one for a prayer journal and I'm using the A5 and I'm using the B6 for what I'm calling my book of days and basically decorate a page per day and put whatever the heck I want in there, like a scripture, a poem, something good that happened that day, or a journal, like, so I can do whatever I want. So it's no rules. What are you doing in yours?
I love that. So I use mine essentially like almost like a personal growth book. So I usually keep like my prayers in there. I keep our sermon notes, Bible studies. I keep just personal journals. Sometimes I get decorative and it's like a creative journal. I keep book, like whenever I'm reading something, I'll keep book notes in there. So it's like my own like personal spiritual growth book. And it just has all of that. And I keep like my Bible reading tracking plan in there. It's literally like that in my planner. And I'm like good to go. I didn't realize that I would love, I kind of turned it in kind of a bullet journal a little bit, but I had no idea that I would love doing that. Like, it's just like been like really like self-care for me lately. Like that whole process of doing and setting that up and all that fun stuff.
I love that. I love how you're using it. I love all the things that you're using it for.
Yeah.
That sounds perfect.
I really like, I didn't know, like, I was like, why haven't I done this sooner? Like, and it's like, well, did you make the time to do it, Terry? I'm like, okay, that's a whole nother story.
It just came into your life at the exact time you needed it.
It did. And y'all are with me. Amanda is amazing. Planner guru.
Thank you guys.
I appreciate all your planner reviews. You crushed it with the scenarios. Yes, Planner Wow. This was a planner game show night. Oh my goodness.
A planner game show. Now there's an idea, right?
Listen, I know, like, I feel like I need Amanda to come on each week and be like, ask Amanda, like, Amanda, help me find my planner. Like, we need to make that like a segment of just
that would be kind of fun. Like have somebody else on.
Like, this is help me find my planner. Like, yes, that should be.
If I don't have to put on makeup and fix my hair, I'm on board.
Okay.
So you know how I look on Instagram every day?
Which I'm like, you look flawless no matter what.
Which is fine. I obviously don't mind coming on not being made up because, you know, I do it every day. But for here, you know, I really felt like I needed to pull it together. I mean, show respect for your amazing show and and make myself look, you know, a little bit pulled together.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you're so kind. Okay, but y'all are wonderful. The details, yes. Love you. You guys are so sweet. So wonderful. Okay, Cassandra, what planner do you like? If I was just like, Amanda, what planner do you like? What would you say?
Like, you want to know my favorite planner, like
Yeah.
off the top of my head? I have two: Golden Coil, Erin Condren, and a really close third would be Moxie Life. Like, if I was, and I'm not saying that because, you work for them. Like, off the top of my head, if someone was asking, those are my like personal top picks.
Yes, yes, yes. And I like when she said what planner do I don't know, it reminded me of the movie Coming to America where she was like, whatever you like. I'm like, what planner do you like? Like it just made me think of that moment in the movie.
I have not seen that. I have not seen
It's really funny. My mom, hey mom, learning so much tonight. Love that. Yes, she is a planner, coach, and consultant, y'all. So Amanda,
That's
I
a
will
lot.
it's a whole job. A whole job. I want to know, have you always been into planners? Like, what was your first planner ever?
Yeah, I've always been into planners. I mean, I remember my first like real planner besides like, I mean, I remember picking out like Mead planners at like the store with my mom before school started.
Mm-hmm.
But in high school, I got a Franklin Covey and
Okay.
I got to pick out like the leather cover. I remember like I begged for it. I was so excited about it. Like we went to the Franklin Covey store at like the Dallas Galleria and we picked it.
Oh.
I mean, on then you don't buy stuff online. I mean, so you go, that was a long time ago. Um, so in the early 90s. So we went to the planner store. And so, yeah, I used a Franklin Covey all of high school. I think I just, bought the refills every year. Because I mean, once you invest in that expensive leather cover, I'm going to have to keep using it.
Mm-hmm.
So, in college, I don't honestly remember exactly what planners I used. I think I just picked up planners at like the office store. I
Mm-hmm.
honestly would have loved to have like a passion planner in my backpack. I really think in college.
Yeah.
And then when I just like became a teacher, I started using Mary Engelbright planners. I remember that just for like my personal stuff because I love her artwork. And I didn't need a lot to write down because like at school, all my to-do lists were there. And then, I didn't have kids yet. There wasn't a lot I had to write down. Even when I first had kids, I used Mary Engelbright because when you have little ones, your life is not that busy other than the 5 million things you do for them and, keeping them alive. And then after that, my first real planner like that I found online was Plum Paper. And I used that for a couple years before starting my channel. I also used that in conjunction with Simplified Daily before starting my channel. So when I started my channel, those were the two that I was using. And I had just bought Inkwell Press, their quarterly books to try when I started my channel.
I remember their quarterly books.
I loved those. They really should have never stopped making.
It was just nice and compact and like right there.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing exactly like it.
Mm-mm.
I really liked their layout and those books.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's when I started my channel, what I was using. The funny thing is, so soon after I started my channel, I did get an Erin Condren and try it. But that's because that's right when she changed her paper. So before then, that was like the year she changed her paper. Before then, my sister had an Erin Condren. And I remember being at her house. I didn't know who Erin Condren was. And she was like, look at this new planner I got. Like, I'm pointing to my planner here, like y'all can see. And I was like, let me see this. And I like, even then I was critical. I guess I'm just a critical person about planners and paper. And I was like, how much did this cost? This paper does not feel that good. And I didn't even know anything about paper then, but I was like, I wouldn't pay that much for that planner with that paper. I mean, that's before they started using their good 80-pound Mohawk paper. And so they switched to that like the year I tried. And I'm like, well, everyone was talking about them switching paper. And so I'm like, okay, I guess I can try this. And then I was like, okay, this is amazing. So the funny thing is just, I remember the first time I saw her planner and not even knowing who she was or anything about her. And I remember being at my sister's old house. I remember it plain as day.
Oh my goodness. I love that. That's honestly, I used EC throughout all of like college. That's what I used. And
Okay.
It's so funny because I just seen a comment and it was right here. Okay, so Jalen says I need to know, and we had talked about this. Literally, the best planner for college, and she says she's in her freshman year of college, and I know you had recommended Passion Planner to her. Y'all in the comments, if you have any other recommendations for Jalen, go ahead and give her
I
some
mean, I would
options.
say though, you could do Golden Coil, you could do Erin Condren. I mean, there are so many good planners. You could do Kit Life, honestly. You
Mm-hmm.
can't go wrong with any of like the big companies. That's what I say. It's really
Mm-hmm.
just what layout will work for you, and also like aesthetically what is pleasing to you, what will make you excited to get in it every day. Because if it's not beautiful to you, if it's not aesthetically pleasing, and if the layout doesn't work for you, then I mean, it doesn't matter if it works for, a million other people. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to want to use it. So
Yep.
it has to be something that gets you excited and that will personally work for you. I just say Passion Planner because I just remember college. I mean, my experience was I commuted to college. And so I would carry this big, heavy backpack from my car all around campus all day. And so my planner would have needed to been lightweight, not coiled, because it would like go in and out a million times and be crammed in there. So I
Uh-huh.
was just thinking of my personal situation, which was obviously over 25 years ago. So you guys, I don't even know if I should be recommending anything since I don't even know how college is now. I mean, so, but obviously, like if you're living on campus, then I think you don't have that same issue, and you can probably pick like any planner you want. And in that case,
Mhm.
I would always say go watch my top 5 videos, because those really, then you have 10 great planners in those videos. Like those are my faves.
Yes. Yeah. Amazing. Y'all, if you have questions, this is the time to start asking them because y'all, I will talk to Amanda all day. Okay. So if you have questions, definitely go ahead and let us start seeing those.
She just said she was using Simplified Weekly for her college freshman year. And I mean, yeah, if the layout works for her,
Mhm.
that's a great compact book that also fits in your backpack really well.
Yes. We have Leah who asked you, can you talk about Planner Perfect, Amanda? I love your videos about it. Do you feel like it's worth the money?
That's a big question I get a lot. So, worth the money to me is like whatever's worth the money to you is your discretionary income. Whatever you get, does it bring you that much joy that's worth that money? Because some people will want to buy running
Ooh.
shoes. Some people want to go out to eat. I mean, forget that it's COVID times. I'm just saying normally. Some people want to buy clothes. Some people like designer handbags.
Mhm.
And so nobody says anything about those things, but people will be like, I will never spend that on a planner. Planner Perfect, you can also do it cheaply. So yeah, the full subscription box a month is $55 a month for the full subscription.
Mhm.
I think it's worth it for what you get. Like if that's what you want to spend your discretionary income on. Some people get their hair done a lot. You know, I only
Mhm.
go twice a year and I do my own roots. So obviously I can save my money for planner stuff. So, I mean, it's that's what I say to people. Like, if you have discretionary income, and I don't think you would be buying planner stuff if you didn't, then it's really
Mhm.
just like what thing brings you the most joy. I do think that if you're using the full subscription box, which comes with a monthly planner, a monthly journal, 3 washi tapes with her artwork on them, and 4 pages of stickers, that if you're, and 12 tipping cards, all with her original artwork, all changing every month, really good quality. So I think if you love it, then yes, it's worth the money. But there's subscription boxes with not everything in it. You can get smaller amounts per month. I do think that's the best deal because they ship for free and you're getting the best deal. But you can also just buy books separately, buy like 6 months of books at once with like my Amanda 20 coupon, which you can use one time. So you could get like 20% off like a big cart load. And you don't have to use her planner books if you're just journaling in them like I am. And so just however fast you journal, her books could last a long time. But I use like 2 pages a day. So I do have a couple Planner Perfect videos on YouTube in my Planner Perfect playlist. And I also have a lot of Planner Perfect videos on Instagram and IGTV under Planner Perfect series. So if
Oh
you
my
guys have
goodness.
questions.
Yes, yes. You said that was a subscription box. Are there any other subscription boxes that you are subscribed to that you really loved, or some in the past that you really liked that were planner related?
Yeah, I have never been subscribed to a subscription box before this one. I recently did one cloth and paper pen box,
Mm-hmm.
which was really fun, but I find myself that I really only use black pens.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's a good fit for me. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I don't need like that many new pens coming in every month because
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I have like so many pens that I bought off Amazon. How we all, you know.
Always.
But no, I think it's fun to do. Like, I might do it like another time during the year. Like, it wouldn't be something that I would do every month, but maybe if I feel like doing it, in 6 months or something, I might do it again. That was fun. And another subscription box I know about from my friend Tara that she has shared with me a lot of stickers and little paper clips from is Planner Envy. So that's a really fun subscription box. They're so holiday themed, which I love. And so yeah, I was telling Tara that I might actually get some of their holiday boxes this year, subscribe around holiday time. Like, because my favorite months are October, November, December. So
Oh my goodness. I love that. Love that. Can y'all in the comments put some of your favorite subscription boxes as well? I know I personally have been loving the Villa Beautiful. Like, it's not a subscription, but she does like her monthly kits. And they
okay.
have been so much fun. So much fun, so much fun.
Okay. I have seen her beautiful pens.
Do I have one on me? No, it's downstairs because I was using it. But her pens are so pretty.
They look
So
beautiful.
pretty. And they write. I personally like the way that they write because they have some like weight to it.
Okay.
But it's really nice. And it actually, for me, it works well with my mild liners, which is always like something that I'm trying to consider.
That is important. And I know you use a lot of mild liner.
I love mild liners.
Yeah. No, I love the way you do your pages. They are beautiful. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay, so someone asked, does your husband use a planner?
Heck no. 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 He 100% supports me. But he does not want a planner. I mean, he keeps all his meetings for work in iCal or Google Cal. See, I don't even know which one he uses. One of them. I use iCal for my events, even with my planner, but we don't share an iCal because he tells me, so he must use iCal. He says he cannot even have like my stuff overlapping with, he has too many work meetings. So no, he does not use a paper planner. But my teenager does. My teenager uses an Erin Condren notebook, a coiled notebook as his planner. He just likes a blank notebook. He's looked at all my planners, but what he's done for like almost 2 years now in homeschool with himself is he writes out his schedule for the day, like what he plans to do kind of hourly. And at the end of the night on the other side, he kind of journals about how the day went and like he kind of reflection and what he would want to change and how he wants to do better. He's like amazing. So he does.
That's wonderful. I love that. I love that. That's awesome.
Sadie has a big question.
Yes. Sadie had asked, what do you envision for Amanda favorites in the next few years? Any big dreams?
I really don't have a vision because I always say, I really feel like this was dropped in my lap and it was perfect for this time in my life. I really feel like it was a blessing from God. And I feel like when it's time for me to leave, that I'll know too. And so I don't really I just plan to keep working hard. Just, as long as I still have the passion. Just keep doing it as long as I have that passion and I can in my life. But as everyone who follows me on Instagram knows that my kids and my family come first. And so like, if I ever feel like I cannot do it and be there the way I want to for my family, then honestly, Amanda's favorites means nothing to me compared to my role as a mother. Like, I don't care where Amanda's favorites goes. I love you all and you guys are a great community, but it's like, my heart is always with my kids and my family and being a mom and being there for them.
Yes. Oh, I love your heart so much. So we have Leah who asks, can you use the Stology and other A5s in the Planner Perfect with the Planner Perfect notebooks?
No, the Planner Perfect, the biggest size that her leather TNs come in is a wide, which is not as big as an A5. It is the same height as an A5, but an A5 is wider. And so her leather will not fit an A5.
Awesome. You're on it. Okay, we have Jennifer says, does your son use you answered that, a planner / food journal? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so y'all are saying the boxes, the Oso paper box, the Coco
Heard of that.
box.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I have been eating Coco Daisy. They, just for January and February, they actually sent me their subscription. So I have not bought that one. But they sent me their subscription the last 2 months to use in my B6 Stalogy, and I have loved it. So
that's so cool.
Tara.
Yes, Tara. And then we got Cricut Paper Co. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness. Someone said, will you be having your sister on your channel more? I love the videos with your sister. It's like, I'm just like,
doesn't live here. So yeah, we haven't been doing videos together, but she has been doing quarterly planner updates for my channel.
Okay.
And they're going to come the same week that mine come this whole year. And so she did her 2021 stack video, and then she plans to do her update with me. Well, her own update at the end of March. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. This has just been so much fun. I completely agree, Jennifer. So appreciative of Amanda and all the hard work that she does. And just, yes, absolutely. Amanda, where can everybody keep up with you and follow you at?
Yeah, come find me at Amanda's Favorites on YouTube and Amanda's Favorites on Instagram. I'm on Instagram every day, and I post videos every Tuesday on YouTube. And yeah, I'm there.
Oh my goodness, I love it. So you guys make sure you give Amanda a follow. And I want to know as well, what has been some of your biggest takeaways / just moments from tonight before we head out of here. And Amanda, my last question for you, while they are letting us know their biggest takeaways, is what has been something that has been helping you outside of your planner organize your life, and then something that's been helping you organize your heart?
Wow, outside of my planner. Okay. Organize my heart. I mean, that's like my scripture study prayer time every morning. That's that's like the first thing I do when I get out of bed. I come to my office. I have all my scripture study stuff in that little green thing right there.
Yes.
And, I come in here all blurry-eyed and put on my reading glasses and do my study and pray, and that's been keeping my heart right. What has been keeping me right, organized, besides a planner? I mean, that's hard. No, I would say, I mean, I know this sounds weird, but I would say my walks outside, because they help keep my brain fresh mentally and emotionally. And if not, then I have a complete breakdown, and then I'm not organized. So.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Your quiet time and devotional time and walking. Like, I love hearing that, because yes. I'm with you.
Isn't it always the simple things?
Yes, it's always the simple things.
They sound simple too, but it's not always simple to institute them in your life and make them happen daily. But I feel like, when I don't, nothing feels right. So
yeah. I completely agree. I love that. It's the simple things. And it's also the things that I just feel like sometimes that just slow us down a little bit, that really just allow us to just be present and in the moment.
100% with all the technology. Like, my mind and body craves that so much. I can't even tell you. I'm like reading a book on the power of stillness right now. Like, I think it is so important in today's world.
Yes, I love that. Sadie has shared with us that her biggest takeaway that was a notebook can be your best friend. I'm with you, Sadie. High five. I'm with you. Yes, I literally have mine right here, the new Moxie Life notebook that I just keep with my planner, and it's the best thing ever.
Yes. A notebook.
A notebook, y'all. And then y'all, I'm gonna end on this. We have Denise saying, loved all the ideas and love being a part of this community. And Stephanie said, I needed this girl planner time tonight. Y'all, thank you so much for joining me and Amanda. Amanda, thank you so much for taking the time to join me tonight. I can't believe the hour is already up.
I can't either because I was so worried about this. But it just flew by.
It flew by. Thank you so much for joining me. And y'all, I will see you back here, same time, same place. Amanda, did you have any words that you want to close us out with?
I would just say one thing that's always on my mind is to remember that no planner, it doesn't matter what it is going to change your life or do the work for you. All the power is within you, and really all you need is a notebook and a pen. So you hold all the power. You don't need an expensive planner, and the next planner is not going to solve your problem either. It's really, we always hold all the power. We just have to do the work. The planners can help, and they're beautiful, and they can inspire, and they can motivate, but that's not the key, and that's not where the magic is.
Yes. And on that note, you guys, I will see you next week. Make sure you go subscribe to Amanda over at Amanda Favorites. Make sure you hit that subscribe button here so you do not miss out on next week's guests. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.
Thanks.